session.
Thanks, Coach.
Welcome to Famous 5. Not too sure what's famous about it, but I know it's going to be about 5 minutes to just go through what you've just done, Angelo, and it was huge. We're going to stop the watch here in a few seconds once you roll over the hour mark and see what your average was.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about some of the struggles you had to deal with today in terms of not only heat but high heart rate. What pulled those high numbers, those spikes in your heart rate, and how you felt about some of those. And what I'm talking about is kind of the superset stuff.
Yeah, definitely from what I've learned and how I'm feeling over these months in the summer, ebb and flow of the weather, I know that the heat has an impact on how my heartbeat and my efforts go to doing these workouts. So today I was definitely feeling that. I did already.
You got it. What average did you hit?
141 today.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. Not the record, but
right.
Two beats under it, right?
Yeah, roundabouts, yeah.
Good, well done. Sorry to cut across your there.
No worries, but those combo exercises really were getting to me. But what I did like is that I was able to transition for those, the triple combos that you gave me pretty quickly.
Sure.
Versus I think maybe a month ago I probably would have take a good gander for it before I started the second part of the 3 exercises.
Yeah. And no coincidence from my perspective that we put them at the end.
Yeah.
Because that obviously, the damage is done. Things are catastrophic at that point, especially with the compounding effect of the heat.
Right.
Another couple of exercises I'd like you to talk about when we did the triple hit on the straps. You did the rows, the curls and the flies all in one hit. And sometimes we do that, sometimes we split them. Today you hit them hard.
Yeah, just building upon the successes I've been having these last couple of weeks, knowing that my endurance in between these exercises have really grown leaps and bounds since when I started. So I've already gone into the mindset of when you're telling me we're going to do that triple matrix, that I can get through it. And then I don't know if you noticed, towards the end I was really able to pump them out.
Actually, I did notice that.
Yeah. And
that was around about the time you talked to me about that mindset you have now about your different counts. So just quickly go across how you count.
So
this is a tip for we don't have that many followers, but if 1 or 2 people that do take this tip and use it and it's advantageous to them, then this is huge.
Yeah, traditionally, you go through a set of 10 and count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But most of us will usually feel it around 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when you're counting that number out, it could feel really tough to get to the end. But, I twisted that mindset a little bit by leveraging that tool you told me about. Once I hit 7 instead of 7, 8, 9, 10, I count back from 3, 2, 1. And it's just a little trick yourself into knowing that you just got this little bit to go, and it really does help a little bit.
Absolutely. So just a little kind of a trick that you can play on yourself.
Yeah.
I call it telling yourself some lies to get through the sets.
Right.
And then the other one, just finally, then we'll cut it off after this. We use the Bosu a little bit, particularly focusing on your left side, which is the side you had when you first came in. You had some fairly consequential issues with.
Right.
And we're getting through those.
Right.
But that dual exercise you did on the Bosu ball today is a little bit of an advancement of what we've done in the past, but a critical one, especially in one of the cues that I give you, is that you'll notice that I don't count reps.
Right.
That's your job.
Right.
But I cue you and I say focus left side.
Right.
So talk us through that the dual Bosu exercise we do with particular focus on that side for you.
Yeah, especially when you are telling me to focus on that left side, I'm putting all my efforts into pushing that rep out with my left leg, not as much weight on this side. But then when we were transferring it over to the right leg onto the bounce, and then me extending on that right leg on the bounce, I could feel like my body was really under stress. And when we got out of those exercises, my beats per minute skyrocketed.
Absolutely was.
Yeah.
So it's when you say the bounce, when you come back up into single leg balance,
Right.
you're trying to extend out of the leg, the stance leg that's on the ball.
Right.
And the cue is decelerate and accelerate.
Right.
And would you say with you know, the accumulation of time and effort that you've put into that side that we're making massive progress with that league?
Massive progress.
Yeah.
It's like night and day. I didn't tell you, I played tennis last week.
Good for you.
With my colleagues, and they saw from when I played last year to this year that I was a totally different player.
Good.
So Sam saw that.
Yeah, sure. It's a great way to wrap it up, right?
Thanks, Coach.
You really are going well.
Thank you,
and
really
that's,
appreciate it.
that's the proof, right?
Yeah.
You're proving it to yourself and you're
Yep.
doing the hard work. Well
Thanks,
done.
Coach.
Good session.